Okay, find the ABCD parameters of the given network. Okay, this is our given network. So now we have to find the ABCD parameters of this network. Here V1 I1, port 1 voltage and port 1 current, V2 I2, port 2 voltage and port 2 current. So the ABCD parameter equations are V1 equals to A into V2 minus B into I2, I1 equals to C into V2 minus D into I2. So from this equation we can find ABCD parameter formulas. Already we discussed. So A parameter A equals to V1 by V2 at I2 equals to 0, C equals to I1 by V2 at I2 equals to 0, B equals to minus V1 by I2 at V2 equals to 0, D equals to minus I1 by I2 at V2 equals to 0. So here to find A and C parameters we have to set I2 equals to 0, and to find B and D parameters we have to set V2 value equals to 0. I2 means second port current, V2 means second port voltage. So first to find A and C parameters. To find A and C parameters we have to set I2 value equals to 0. So I2 means second port current. So to set I2 value equals to 0, so we have to open the second port. So by opening the second port, the circuit becomes like this. Here V1 I1, same port 1 voltage, port 1 current, V2 I2, second port voltage and second port current. Here second port open, so I2 value becomes 0. So here next write loop equations. Here number of loops equals to 3. So first loop current I1, second loop current I2 dash, third loop current I2. So first loop 1 equation. So V1 minus 1 into I1 minus 6 into I1 minus I2 dash equals to 0. So V1 equals to 7 into I1 minus 6 into I2 dash, equation number 1. So next loop 2 equation. Loop 2 equation minus 6 into I2 dash minus I1 minus 4 into I2 dash minus 2 into I2 dash plus I2 equals to 0. So from this equation 6 into I1 minus 12 into I2 dash minus 2 into I2 equals to 0. So 6 into I1 minus 12 into I2 dash equals to 0. Equation number 2. So next loop 3 equation. Okay, here I2 value equals to 0, substitute I2 equals to 0. So this equation becomes 6 into I1 minus 12 into I2 dash equals to 0. So next loop 3 equation. So V2 equals to 2 into I2 plus I2 dash. Here I2 value equals to 0. So V2 equals to 2 into I2 dash. Equation number 3. So next from equation 2. So 6 into I1 minus 12 into I2 dash equals to 0. Or I1 equals to 2 into I2 dash. Equation number 4. So here A equals to formula V1 by V2. So to find A parameter we have to find V1 and V2 in terms of one common parameter. So substitute equation 4 in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes V1 equals to 7 into I1 minus 6 into I2 dash. So it equals to 7 into I1 equals to 2 into I2 dash. So 7 into 2 into I2 dash minus 6 into I2 dash. So V1 equals to 8 into I2 dash. Equation number 5. From equation 3, so V2 equals to 2 into I2 dash. So now find A. A equals to V1 by V2. V1 equals to 8 into I2 dash. V2 equals to 2 into I2 dash. So it equals to 4. So A equals to 4. So A formula V1 by V2, voltage by voltage. So A is unitless parameter. So next C. So C equals to I1 by V2. So here from equation 2. So from equation 2 we can write, so 6 into I1 minus 12 into I2 dash equals to 0. So 12 into I2 dash equals to 6 into I1. I2 dash equals to I1 by 2. So to find C parameter we have to express I1 in terms of V2 or V2 in terms of I1. So by using that relation we can find the parameter C. Here substitute equation I2 dash in equation 3. So equation 3 V2 equals to 2 into I2 dash. I2 dash equals to I1 by 2. So V2 equals to 2 into I1 by 2. It equals to I1. So finally C equals to I1 by V2. It equals to I1 by 1 equals to 1. So C equals to 1 mhos. So here C formula current by voltage. Current by voltage is called admittance. Admittance units are mhos. So next to find B and D parameters. So to find B and D parameters we have to set V2 equals to 0. So V2 is second port voltage. So to set V2 equals to 0, so we have to short circuit this second port. So by short circuiting second port, this circuit becomes like this. Here second port short circuited, so V2 value equals to 0. So we know that B equals to formula minus V1 by I2. So to find B, so we have to express V1 function of I2. So here 2 ohm resistor and a short circuit branch in parallel connection. So in case of parallel connection, the equivalent resistance equals to formula R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 here. So first branch resistance 2 ohms, second branch resistance. This is short circuit. Short circuit resistance value equals to 0. So 2 into 0 by 2 plus 0, it equals to 0. So we can replace this combination by one short circuit like this. So now here number of loops equals to 2. So first loop current I1, second loop current I2. So now write loop equations. So first loop 1 equation, V1 minus 1 into I1 minus 6 into I1 plus I2 equals to 0, or V1 equals to 7 into I1 plus 6 into I2, equation number 1. So next loop 2 equation, minus 4 into I2 minus 6 into I2 plus I1 equals to 0, or 6 into I1 plus 10 into I2 equals to 0, 6 into I1 equals to minus 10 into I2, I1 equals to minus 5 by 3 into I2. Okay, this is equation number 2 and this is equation number 3. So now we find B parameter minus V1 by I2. Okay, substitute equation 3 in equation 1. Here I1 equation minus 5 by 3 into I2, B equals to V1 by 2, so we have to express V1 function of I2. So that's why substitute I1 equation in equation 1. So equation 1, V1 equals to 7 into I1 plus 6 into I2. So V1 equals to 7 into minus 5 by 3 into I2 plus 6 into I2. V1 equals to minus 35 by 3 into I2 plus 6 into I2. V1 equals to minus 35 into I2 plus 18 I2 by 3. It equals to minus 17 by 3 into I2. So B parameter formula, B equals to minus V1 by 2. It equals to minus. Okay, next V1 equals to minus 17 by 3 I2. So minus of minus 17 by 3 I2 divided by I2. So it equals to 17 by 3 ohms. So B equals to V1 by I2. V1 voltage, I2 current. Voltage by current. It is impedance. So impedance units are ohms. So B parameter units are ohms. So B equals to 17 by 3 ohms. So next to D parameter, D equals to minus I1 by 2 at V2 equals to 0. Here, so we have the relation between I1 and I2 from equation 3. I1 equals to minus 5 by 3 into I2. I1 equals to minus 5 by 3 into I2. D equals to minus I1 by I2. It equals to minus of 5 by 3 into I2 by I2. It equals to 5 by 3. So D equals to 5 by 3. So D parameter formula, current by current. So current by current. So D parameter is a unitless parameter. So finally the ABCD parameter matrix, ABCD equals to 4, 17 by 3, 1, 5 by 3. A and D parameters having no units. B parameter units are ohms, C parameter units are mhos. The ABCD parameters are also called as transmission line parameters. So generally the ABCD parameters are used to find the transmission line constants. So that's why the ABCD parameters are also called as transmission line parameters.